Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers that put in this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom. And this lesson actually is going to go into what took place, or I should say what transpired at camp yesterday out here in El Paso, Texas. And it's basically an observation that me and the brother Rab noticed out there with, the children of Israel, Yasharala, also called Black Americans Latino, in particular the northern tribe kingdom that's the dominant population out here in El Paso, Texas, and those who actually observe us mostly on the highway and the byway out here in El Paso, Texas. Let me start off with the book of Isaiah 1 and started with verse 3, and it says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward." Now, when we're out here, what you would notice very carefully in this video as it plays, is this place you can come to the conclusion, okay, that our people have a lot of lust and are extremely gluttonous here in Yasharala, in Great Babylon, America, and this is because of this is how Esau is provide, okay, that comfort level, okay, that's good for the flesh for those that wants to be here in Great Babylon, America. So we were out there, and we go out there every week, okay, for the last several months, okay, and we're out there for 3 to 4 hours, and yet still we have very few people over the course of that time that would stop and inquire, okay, about what we are doing out there. And as you can see in the background, okay, this family that comes there with bringing their selling their treats out there. Okay, now we were out there for about 2 hours prior to the time that they came out there. Not one vehicle stopped. Cars will drive by. They just look. Some of them will snap photos or whatever cases like that. Okay, they're being entertained as usual every Sunday. Okay, by us standing out there on the street corners in sackcloth. And as soon as this car pull up here, selling the treats, which they do every Sunday after 4 p.m. Okay, all of a sudden cars are stopping. Just stopping, okay? And I turned the camera around to show some of the physical, okay, makeup of some of these people, these gluttons that are stopping by there, because see, they don't be filled with this spiritual truth. They want to be filled with the carnal things of this world here, the sweets, the food, okay, but not with this food, which is this word that's coming from Yahweh. This is the book of Psalms 82, verse 5, and it says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and are all children of the Most High." So this is what Yahushua has told us. We are gods, okay? The men are gods, okay? The women, they can call them goddess, okay? But they will have their mortal bodies the same as the man too, okay? Now here's what he said: "But ye shall die like man, and fall like one of the princes." Who are these princes? These are the rulers of the earth, okay, including the prince of Babylon, America, okay. You know them as the Amalekites, okay. These are the people who really run in the earth, okay, in all these nations, okay. So they are not going to be given that immortality when Yahushua returns. They are not set up, okay, for redemption, okay. They're not set up to have everlasting life. They're set up to be slave, okay, and then they go into perdition, which is Edomite, the so-called white man, and eventually out of existence at the conclusion of the 1,000 years of captivity that they're going to be in, okay. So our people don't understand, okay, when they're driving out there, that we are the number one tribe on the earth, okay, Yasharala, okay, which means prince of the power, okay. We are gods, okay, and these are just mortal people here. But yet, so we walk amongst them as mortal, and because of the fact of us being in constant iniquity, which is wickedness and sin, okay, and walking in constant darkness, we are going to die like them. So we do die, okay, in the flesh because of our wickedness. Let's go into the book of Luke, chapter 17, and start verse 26, because this gives a clear illustration of exactly what's taking place right now as to why people just look at us as Mayatis, that's what they call us in Spanish, okay, or Negroes, or what the Edomites, the so-called white people, call us, is just niggas on the corner, okay. This is the book of Luke 17, and start verse 26, and it says, "And as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat They drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. And this is what you're seeing going right now. We in those days right now where the Son of Man is about to make his grand entrance here, okay, on this earth, and his eyes are set what? On the wicked queen, which is great Babylon, America, okay, and the sons of perdition, which is these Edomites, these so-called white people right now who think that they can do and get away with anything that comes to their imagination, okay? And it says, likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, and they built. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Okay, so these are two illustrations that's shown in the book of Luke here of what? That during the time of Noah, which everybody knows the story of the flood, okay, which is real, okay, everybody was having a great, grand old good time, okay? Their civilization was just as advanced as the civilization today, you know, to them, okay? And then guess what? The flood came, okay, you know, in a bit of rain, you know, slowly, and then gradually it just came and just flooded and destroyed all of them before they could even figure out what was going on. It was too late, okay? And the same thing would happen during the time of Lot, okay, where Lot was saved out of you know, Sodom and Gomorrah, because the Lord was displeased with the abomination that was going on there, which is sodomy. Now, when you think about this, okay, now read this last part. It says, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Let's go into the book of Revelation, because this will give you the picture of where we at right now and how this is actually referring to Great Babylon, America, the place that we're at right now. Because people see us as just ordinary men and not understanding that what you saw out there were really two gods, okay? As well as all the other brothers out there are teaching on the highway and the byway are gods, okay? But we will die like men in our wickedness if we do not repent. Okay, this is the book of Revelations 11, starting with verse 8, and it says, and their dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which is Great Babylon, America, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, which, hey, all you have to do is just go anywhere here in Great Babylon, America, and you know what you see out there with the LGBTQ, the alphabet community, the Sodomites, okay? And we are prisoners of war here. This is a war. What you saw was two warriors, okay? The men of great millstones and likewise brothers are warriors. We are the ones that are fighting against, okay, these dark demonic, okay, governments, okay? We are the ones that are coming and bringing out the truth in a place that's engulfed in darkness, okay? We're the ones that are bringing out the light, the words. We're the ones that stand up against the wickedness, against the evil. We speak, okay? We are the ones that are going on the highway and the byway, taking the risk, okay, to do what? To spread this gospel, because we are commanded by the Malak, Yahushua Mashiach, to do just that. And it says, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds of tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets, which represents the northern and southern kingdom, tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from power entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. What is that fear? The fear is that our people now wake up to the fact that we are gods, that these people are like little ants in comparison to us, okay? And so as you understand that you're a god, are you going to bow down to a man? No, you're not. And so this is the great fear that you see is coming on right now. This is the reason why you get pussy YouTube comes out and take down videos of men who are saying the exact same, using words that they're wicked Sodomite, Edomites, okay, so-called white people with their channels use, but yet so they take ours down. Because why? See, we speak it out with the ancient paleo language, okay, or the ancient language, which is Paleo Hebrew, okay, and we also bring it from the scriptures, okay, which was given to us from our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, we are the ones that are condemning all the wickedness here on this earth, and also letting the so-called white man know that you're going to go into perdition. You're going to be destroyed. Okay, we're going to rule over you in a very harsh manner for 1,000 years, and you will regenerate over and over into what? The worst kind of slavery that you could even begin to imagine in your little puny little doggone Szechuan brains. Okay, and our people are unwilling to accept this. Okay. So likewise, you're seeing the building going on, the marriage going on, the partying going on, the murder going on here, okay, in Sodom, all over. This is Sodom part 2, okay, all over, Great Babylon, America, and our people are having a great time with it. They're rather coming out there. I mean, we seen people out there who are pulling up in cars that were like 5'2", have to be at least 385 pounds, no neck. I mean, literally, it looked like the Michelin Man. I mean, it's strange that people's body can actually shape like that. And I'm not doing fat shaming, but if you're a glutton and you eat and you get that fat and you got all of the illnesses that are associated with being obese, that's good for you. May you suffer the worst kind of suffering that you can suffer, because it's pure gluttony. We were out there with Bibles in our hands, speaking out. We got about 20 different signs out there, and now one of these people stopped by, okay, to inquire. In fact, the people out there who are selling it never even inquire about anything, okay? And we know they come out there only during the time when we are out there, because we do, okay, attract a lot of attention standing out there, okay? We are two dark-skinned, okay, Negroes, okay, stand up in a corner in a place called El Paso, Texas, where 80-90% of the people, okay, are light-skinned, so-called Latinos, okay, all from the Northern Kingdom, where they come from Argentina all the way up to Mexico, okay? So we are a spectacle out there, okay? So when the Lord said that he's going to use us as a spectacle, me and the brother Rab out there, we are serious, we are real spectacle out here, because we stand out, okay, like doggone poop in a doggone tub of friggin' milk. And you know, I just use that analogy because that's to give you an idea. We also know that the Northern Kingdom are looking down on us. Okay, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, down verse 3, and this is going to be a little bit long, so bear with me. And it says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?" Which bones? Us. Okay, we were dead. I just came out of Revelations 8:11, verse 8, where it says, okay, that our body lie dead in this great city, great Babylon, America. We was going through slavery, identity taken away from us, stolen from us. Everybody think that the true biblical Hebrew Israelites and the gods and who they call Jesus, okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay, who the world English call God and Jesus, so-called pasty Sasquatch white men, okay, who are the Edomites, okay, and it's not, okay. So we have now come to our identity, and now the Lord is saying, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. This is why we go down the highway and the byway. This is why we're doing these lessons and uploading up on YouTube and Archeom and all these other platforms that are available for us to upload these videos. Okay, and it says, thus said the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. We will get these truth. Finally, we understand who we are. We are free from that bondage. We are becoming free from the curses of Deuteronomy 28, okay, where we have all of our intelligence and our heritage taken away from us to the point to where, I mean, we become just the most docile slaves ever. This is the reason why you see Esau Marcus in his movies, because how is it that 100, okay, warriors could be on a plantation with 6 of these weak, you know, Edomites, and not take all? Because the Lord Yahweh Shemashai had a purpose for us to go and serve our descendants in slavery for our iniquities. And it says, and I will lay sinews upon you and bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin and put breath in you, and you shall live, and you shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. So I prophesied as I was commanded, which is what we go in the highway and the byway and do. As I was prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. Okay, likewise, me and the brother Rahab, okay, guess what? You had to have the elder brothers, them, they had to prophesy, which is why we got the word, which is what breath came into us. And now, henceforth, we are now going out there and prophesying for breath to come onto those who are out there who hear this word from us when we're out there, okay? And so this is how this has actually been built up, okay? And it says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to its bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and said to the wind, thus said the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he was commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. So, okay, as we start to understand that who we were, okay, and who we are, okay, and what we are going to become, okay, we are now standing on our feet, okay, and this great army right now is the multitude of the Hebrew Israelites that are waking up to the fact that we are gods walking amongst mere mortals on this earth. We don't need to follow their ways, okay? And this is making Esau, the so-called white man, pissing in his pants, and all these other nations that have all been in cahoots, okay, working with Esau to keep us, okay, in darkness, and to make us think that we're just niggas coming from Africa, from some mud hut, drinking piss out of some animal's asshole, okay? and giving us that bullshit story, okay? And then, talking about the Big Bang Theory as if there's no power, okay? Who is us? Who is we are the sons and daughters of, okay? So that we look and we worship Esau as God on this earth, okay? So we were sent out there to go and get the hopefully lack of Israel to come back to the Malak, to Yahushua and Mashiach. And it says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the bread came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel, northern and southern kingdom. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus said the Lord power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, when I open your graves, O my people, and brought you out of your graves. So we are out of our graves right now. We are looking for the chariots to come to not only beam us up and get us the hell out of this doggone wicked place, but also to slaughter our enemies, which is these other 17 nations, in particular the so-called white man, Esau the Edomite, okay? Our main oppressor. And it says, and shall put my spirit in you, and you shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then you should know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. I've spoken it and performed it, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. The word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai came unto me, saying, moreover, the Son of Man, take these two sticks, northern and southern kingdom, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions. Okay, so you're talking about Ephraim, which is the head tribe of the northern kingdom, and you have Judah, which is the head tribe, okay, of the southern kingdom. Okay, and you have in the southern kingdom you have Judah, Levi, and Benjamin, and in the northern kingdom, okay, you have Ephraim and Manasseh, and it goes on and on. I can't remember all of them out of my head. Okay, but these two sticks are going to be joined together. So no longer are you Hebrew Israelites, so that you so-called Latinos going to be looking at us just Mayate stand up on the street corner in sackcloth speaking out loud with Bibles in our hands. Okay, you're going to come to terms to understand that we are one nation, okay, one tribe, Yasharallah, northern and southern kingdom, the 12 tribe of Israel, the sons and daughters of the Most High Yahweh Shemashai. And it says, and join them one to another in one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. And this is the great fear that Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, has, okay, on his mind constantly. This is the reason why you see you guys are separated. He said, we're from Africa, and you call the all Latinos and stuff like that. Okay, and he's pitting us against each other. But of course, he's not really the one that's doing that. It's the Lord Yahweh Shemashai who has done that. Because why? There's a way that this story is written, and there's a way that this story is going to end. Let's go into the book of Ezekiel chapter 33, starting verse 1. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchmen, if when he see the sword coming upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever hear the sound of the trumpet and take it not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. We out there blowing the trumpet right now, telling you, pursuing the Genesis 27 and 41, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, said that there's going to be a time and a place, okay, which is here in Great Babylon, America, that he's going to set out to destroy and slay the entire tribe of Israel, the Asherah, so-called blaspheming Americans, Latino. Do you think it's coincidental that you have thousands, okay, of Hebrew Israelites crossing that border, along with enemies, okay, the Gooks, okay, the Moabites coming across there, okay, and these other nations who are sending troops over here, okay, disguised as doggone migrants, okay? This is part of that whole setup right there, because Esau is opening the floodgate, because the final battle, okay, is going to be taking place here where you have good versus evil, which Yahushua Mashiach is going to come and rescue, okay, his bride, which is Yasharallah Israel, a so-called blaspheming Americans and Latino, okay? He's not going to allow this man, okay, to have his way with the righteous. And it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood should be Salaki, let's go back. Then it says, then whoever hear the trumpet of the sound of the trumpet and take it not warning, if the sword came and took him away, his blood should be upon his own head. So we're blowing the trumpet out there. So you can look at us and just think of us as niggas with drive past us, you know, grab your sweets and your bags and your decadence and go drive away your nice vehicle, you know, be all fat, okay, out of order. That's fine. Okay, you men are not stepping up to save your family. You men, you Northern Kingdom men are not stepping up to save your wife and your kids. You don't love them. Because if you love them, you would have stepped up here to get this word and this truth to save your household, but you don't love them. That's why you're not doing it. That's why you wouldn't put your ass out there on the line. That's why you wouldn't go out there and prophesy, because you don't love them. You're selfish and you're effeminate, and the Lord is going to destroy you and your household. And it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. We out there preaching every Sunday, but it's a show to you. Okay, look at these mayates. Okay, these niggas. Okay, you don't care. You just drive by and you get your entertainment for the weekend. His blood should be upon him, but he that taketh warning should deliver his soul. Those who take warning, those who understand, something's going on here. And it says, but if the watchman sees the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person away from among them, he's taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require the watchman's hand. So we don't want the blood on our hand. That's the reason why we bring out lessons. Anything that Esau comes out with, we go there and we bring it out. This man know who we are. He knows our name, everything about us. Okay? They do. If they know this about other countries and other people across the earth, you don't think they know about us here in Great Babylon, America? We're registered in every doggone thing in this nation. Okay? But we have to warn, because we are commanded to warn by the Malach, Yahushua Mashiach, to go out there and warn you about this man. Okay? And why we have to warn you about this man? Because the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, has set this man up to bring that sword. Okay? So we are warning you about the sword that Yahweh Shimei is actually going to bring on the tribe of Israel, Yahshua, the so-called Basking Americans and Latinos, okay, through the hands of Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, and that is to get that blood off our hands. So, I wanted to bring this out because, there was an observation we see there that people would rather stuff their face with cakes and candies and all that other stuff, be fat, be lazy, go home and just live their life. It's going to be like how it was in the days of Noah, where they are oblivious and nor do they care, okay, until a terror comes on the tribe of Israel known as Jacob's trouble, which is said to be worse than 70 AD. And if you know the description and know that story, okay, and how that went, okay, multiply that by 100, and that's what it's going to be. And they underestimate the terror that the so-called white man is about to bring on the blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos here in this wicked kingdom called Great Babylon, America. Okay, so I'd like to close and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, also to you brothers that they are putting on the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and you brothers and sisters are tuning in. Shalom.